it's Kim, and today I thought I'd bring you along. It is Sunday afternoon. I'm getting ready for my work week this week. Today is December 27th. We have four work days, so I need 4 lunches to take with me to work. So I've got one head here of romaine. It's not washed yet, but let me cut it up. I'm just going to slice it here. I've got one of these kind of knives, and I'm just going to slice that off. And I'm going to slice it up and put it over here in my colander, and then I'll take it to the sink and wash it. Okay, it's getting kind of full and wanting to fall off, so I'm just going to pile it over in there. And this will end up being plenty of lettuce for a salad for each day of work. So I'm going to just continue on. I'm going to toss these ends here. So this and this is the trash, and the rest of this gets put over in here to be washed. Alright, I've washed the lettuce and shook it off real good in the sink, and I'm just going to go through with this paper towel here, fold it over a couple of times, and just kind of run it through and get the rest of the water off. It doesn't even take a whole minute. It's probably half a minute of just, whoops, see, that's already dry. So just take that paper towel. I've got 3 of these little half sheets, and I'm finishing up wiping it off the water, and that's about as dry as it needs to be. It's pretty dry. Let me go toss this. I do have this sitting on a plate so that I can work over here, so I don't have to move my camera. So let's just, these are my little containers that I'm going to fix my salads in. So I just need 4. And here are the lids. So I'm going to start with about a handful. That's probably about a cup of lettuce, and put that in each one. Okay, and now I can see which ones these 2 look like less of a handful, so I'm just going to add a little to them. Alright, that looks pretty well even. Okay, so I just have a little bit left in here, and I'll just have that later on today or tonight. Maybe have a salad for lunch today. I don't know. But I'm going to move this out of the way. Next, I have these little grape tomatoes that I've had these for a couple of weeks. Got them at Sam's. I need to use them. So I've washed them already. They're also on a plate so that the water doesn't get everywhere while they drain off. And I'm just a small little handful of each of those. Well, into each container. So let's see, let's try to make it even. Alright, so that's enough tomatoes. Okay, I have these boiled eggs that I made in my Instant Pot a day or so ago. And I had made deviled eggs for Christmas Day, on Christmas Day that afternoon. And so I had these left over. So I'm going to add at least 1 to each container. Let's see. Okay, yep, I have 4 left. So that means each salad gets 2 boiled eggs. No, yep, that's right. Yep, okay. Alright, now I've got 2 boiled eggs in each salad. Okay, I have this package of bacon. This is Members Mark bacon that we opened and used part of it for Christmas. And since it's been opened, I need to try to use it up. So I'm just going to put a handful on top of each container here. I also have this bag of cheese, shredded cheese, that's been opened. So when it's opened, I need to try to use it up so it doesn't go bad. And I'm going to put just a handful of the cheese on top of each one. Alright, here are the completed salads. So we've got the romaine lettuce. Under here we've got the tomatoes. We've got, this is, it looks like a lot of bacon pieces, but it's not. It's probably, it's not even a quarter of a cup. It's just a little handful spread around. And this cheese is not even a quarter of a cup. 2 eggs, and each one has the same amount. And all these will need is a little salt, a little pepper, and salad dressing, which I'll add on when it's time to eat lunch this week. So there are my lunches all prepared. I just have to put the lids on them and stack them up in the refrigerator. I'm going to put these up and I'll be back. The next thing I'm going to do is just pile all this bacon. I took this a whole pound of bacon. This is the Members Mark bacon. It's 3 pounds for $9.98, and I really like this bacon. And I have always, ever since I first started cooking bacon, I've always cut it in half like this. And I'm just laying this in the rotisserie basket of my Instant Vortex, and it's gonna rotate around in my air fryer here. And I've got the catch pan in the bottom, and it's going to catch all the drippings, which I can then save them in a jar if I want to, and use those in another recipe. Pork fat is always good flavor, right? And I'm just kind of alternating the way I lay these in here. As it rotates around, it will separate them out, and they won't be all clumped up, even though now they will be curled up somewhat, but they won't be clumped up altogether. So I'm just gonna separate these out like this. Now I am gonna turn this on. I'm gonna set it on air fry for 380 and 22 minutes, and I'm gonna push rotate, and I'm gonna start so that it starts warming itself up, and it'll warm itself up while I finish getting the rest of these bacon pieces in the basket here. I love using this basket for bacon. It's my favorite way to make it. And I also love using this basket for making chicken wings. I just put them in here the way I make them and let them rotate around, and they're perfect. So I'm just kind of alternating back and forth in a crisscross manner, loading up this basket with this bacon. And in a minute or so, the Instant Vortex here is going to be warmed up, and I'll be able to put the basket in. But I do have the basket sitting. I don't know if you can tell. I'll show you in a minute when I get the bacon I'll put in there. I've got the basket sitting on a little mason jar so that it sits flat and I can load it up. And this is also what I put it on when it comes out, so that I can get the lid off and everything. Alright, looks like I got one more piece, and in it goes. Alright, let me get this out of the way. I do wash my hands multiple times when I'm doing all this. I just washed them, they're soaking wet. But I've got the lid on the basket, and let me see if I can show you. Okay, let me show you. See, I've got, because it's got that thing on the bottom, it needs the jar to sit on so that I can load it up. But when the vortex gets done, it'll say add food. It'll be warmed up and it'll beep at me, and then I'll put the basket in, and when I get the basket in, I'll show you what it's looking like. Alright, I just put the basket in, and it's rotating around, and the bacon will just kind of flop around and it'll separate, and let me turn the light on. The grease will drip down there in that bottom catch tray. And I don't need the light, so it's just going to go. I've got it set on 380 degrees for 22 minutes, and with this Members Mark bacon, that is how it comes out perfectly for my taste. It's not too crispy, but it's not, I don't have like raw pieces, raw spots, you know. Alright, we're going to let this go, and oh, let me show you this. Alright, here are my salads, all boxed up, ready to go in the refrigerator. This is another video. I am doing a big crock pot full of dog food, so look for that video posted separately. I will come back when this gets closer to being done, and we'll take a look at it. The bacon has just come out. I took the lid off, and now I'm going to dump this out, and I've got some paper towel in here that I'm going to put down. I'm going to dump this out here in this plate. So I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Just a minute here. Alright, here is the bacon. I have already spread it out a little bit and dabbed off the top with some paper toweling to get the excess bacon fat off. And over here is the bacon grease that I can now drain off and put into a jar. And I'm going to divide this up. Some are a little more crispy than others, and the ones that are not as crispy I'll set aside for like if I want to heat them up in the microwave for warm bacon. And so yeah, there's my bacon all cooked up and ready for this week. There's my meal prep for this week. I wanted to get some things pre-cooked and ready to go for the week, especially my lunches for work, so that I can just reach in the refrigerator, grab one, and leave. And we have a refrigerator at work where I'll keep my salad dressing, and I can put the salad in there, as, you know, until it's time for lunch. The bacon, I always need bacon, and I've already got a whole pound cooked right there. Plus I have the bacon grease for other recipes this week. I'm trying to get back into a bit more of a cleaner keto way of eating. Here in the last few months it's been more of dirty keto or lazy keto, and I need to get away from that. I'd like to get the rest of my weight off, and then I can ease back up a little bit to maintain. So I just need to I need to get back on it, you know, seriously. So, but that's going to be it for this video. Be watching. I've got lots more videos coming up soon. See y'all later. Bye.